Many INFPs struggle with self-doubt and self-confidence, and I used to as well. I used to work at the 2005 World Expo, and that completely changed my experience of who I am and who I could be. I was a representative for the United States Pavilion at the World Expo in 2005. Long time ago now. And at that time, I was cruising around on my Segway, and I was like going out to the lines, this huge queue of over 300 people. And I was talking to people one-on-one. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the US Pavilion. Bye. And just kind of like zooming around. It was part of my job. It was one of the positions that we had. And I thought I was doing a good job because I was helping people feel better one-on-one individually. And it was a very INFP thing. One time somebody came up to me, one of my coworkers, and she was like, why don't you do speeches? Because I had always avoided it. And I was like, I don't really want to. And she's like, well, it is your job, so you might want to try to do it. Like, okay. Thanks for the tact with that. So I decided to try it. And there I am with the mic in my hand in front of this queue of 300 plus Japanese people sweating. They've been outside for like the whole day, just in the heat. It's really humid in Japan, and they look exhausted. I'm like, okay, well, here's my time to shine, to give a presentation, to give a speech here. I had to do things like, greet them and explain to them the procedures going through the metal detector and what they would experience on the inside, the different exhibits that we had. And I'm surrounded by security guards. There's a metal detector next to me. It's quite a tense environment. They're all looking at me, waiting for me to entertain them. Japanese is not my native language, but I have to give the speech in Japanese because most of the people there are Japanese. That experience reminded me of a time when I was in middle school and I was to give a presentation with a couple of my group members. It was like a skit in Miss Mandenberg's English class, and it was horrible. I forgot my lines. I broke down crying afterwards because I thought that I ruined their chance of getting a good grade, and I was dumb, I was stupid, and I failed. And so this flood of emotions and stress and everything's there as I'm prepared to give this speech. But the turning point was when I realized that I was going to do the speech. I had to do the speech, not just for work, but for myself, to see what I could do, to see what I could become. And I might as well act like I can do the speech. Might as well act confident that I can talk in front of these people. Because if I were to act any other way, then I wouldn't be successful no matter what. And that little mindset shift was something that has rippled out into my present, into doing YouTube videos, which there was still a learning curve, of course, into breakdancing on stage, into being able to talk to whoever, whenever. It came from that shift of acting as if I were confident and not fake it till you make it, but do it until you become it. Putting in the reps, getting the XP in order to do the thing that I wanted to do so that I could emerge into the next level of my life. So if you want to improve your confidence, here's what I suggest is that you focus on continuous improvement. Maybe you've heard this before. Maybe this isn't something brand new to you, but it definitely works. It's worked for me. It's worked for my clients, customers, and just anybody that I know. Like, you don't start amazing at a thing. It takes experience. If you say something and it doesn't work, then notice that. Check it off. I'm like, okay, well, maybe that was me. Maybe that was the person. Maybe it was how I communicated it. Let me try a different way next time. In a different way. And remember that it's not an attack on you as a person. It's not that you are flawed. It's the approach. And if it's the approach, then it's something that can be changed. It's something that can be adapted, something that you can deal with. And that is simply part of the learning process. And thinking about it like that helps you build confidence because you know that it's something that can be improved. You are able to distance yourself from it, analyze it, say this worked, this didn't work, let me adjust. If you made a mistake, you made a mistake. It's not you are a mistake. With this mindset, you'll learn that you can overcome self-doubt, you can manage it, And if you want my help speeding up the process through hypnosis, then you can go to geekpsychology.com/overcome self-doubt, and you can sign up for a one-shot hypnosis session, and we will put all of this into it, put all of my experience from the past decade and all of my clients into helping you move on with your life and reduce that anxiety. You'll come out with a technique as well as likely a feeling that you can handle it and you can get back going, and you'll start to create this momentum in your life that allows you to bring your awesome talents and skills into the world instead of waiting, instead of being in the background, waiting for another 5, 10 years until you feel ready, because that's not the way to do it. It takes active failure and it takes a lot of attempts and quests in order for you to level up, right? That's just part of the process. Hypnosis, it's a way of speeding up the process and making it a lot easier and faster. But you can also do it the old-fashioned way of getting reps, like putting yourself out there, doing it again and again. geekpsychology.com/overcome self-doubt. See you there.